I wonder how much data storage it would take if every single person that ever lived had a snapshot of them every day of their life, right? And put it into one long reel, and you watch a person from the time they're a baby until the time that they die, you know? And not everybody lives a long, nice, old age ain't guaranteed on this planet, as we all well know. The last 3 years, just because you're born doesn't mean you're gonna live to be a nice, ripe old age. So you take a picture every day. I wonder how much data storage that would take to contain that. And then you could get like a life. You could see how a person lived their whole life in just like a couple minute reel. You know it? Like you could see, like, if they're happy, like they're smiling in the picture, or they're sad, or like you can see the progression. You can see where life events happen, and things shift and change for that person. Maybe they were happy and now they broke them, and now they're never gonna be happier again, or maybe it's the opposite. It's they're just always sad in life, and they found something to flip the switch to make them happy. Life is a trip. People don't value it very much anymore. They don't respect it. How would they? Where are they going to learn to respect themselves? Always understood respect. Yeah, I respect people that do respectable things. Anyway. Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Heyoka empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. I don't like the fall. I mean, I love the fall. I don't like what the fall does to me. I feel like a bear getting ready to go into captivity every fall. And the older I get, the more berry I get. And I just am really trying real hard to be a spectator. And not have really much of an opinion or response about really anything that goes on this freaking wonky planet, this crazy planet. Uh, it's coming to a head. I mean, something. There was a 6.8 last night or this morning, Papua New Guinea. The Pacific Rim is shaken up. I feel that I don't know what's going on in the space weather or whatever, but I feel as an energetic sensitive. I already had to take a nice hot shower. I got my this is the first. I don't how to describe it. I had to talk to the landlord this morning about something that was awkward and uncomfortable, and it was really funny because like my electricity bill has just shot up. It's been something like you have my average. I got a screenshot. Like these are my averages, and then like the last couple months, it's like psh, gone way up. And I don't know if they adjusted their algorithm so they're charging more for kilowatts or whatever it is. This stupid shit that freaking bureaucrats and politicians do, just so we can. It should all be free. That's what drives me so batty about all this stuff, is that I fucking hate money so much, and people are just serving the beast because they just love money, or the idea of it, and all the stuff that they can do because of it. And without it, they can't do anything because they don't have a whole lot of abilities. We're gonna see where's this next. We're seeing a whole lot of people. Their little pink clouds are bursting, man, in big ways. Like, oh, they said let's move to Florida as a man's dragging an alligator out of your it's like, where do people get their ideas of how to live their life? We moved around so much and had so little. I never really wanted a lot, because we always moved around. I just hated taking shit with us, right? So it's just, I just wanted to be happy. And what I come to find out, what is happiness to me? Happiness to me is being able to live my life without freaking anybody coming in and saying that I need to do something to accommodate them and their fucking needs and their desires. You know, nobody come in and say, no, you got to pay me for the light that you have on. You know what I mean? You got to pay me for the water. You got to pay me because I don't have enough sense to do something clever in my own life. So I'm going to freaking suck the resources. That's utilities, man. All the utilities. All these people that got paid to do jobs that they haven't done for freaking years and years. And now the infrastructure is dissolving. And we got more people to support in the world these days. Because, you know, the puddles of people are here, folks. The puddles of people have made it to America. Are people going to be oh so inviting and welcome them in? I feel bad for all the immigrants that did it right, you know, that went by the rules, were steadfast and obedient, kept their mouth closed and get your number and stand in this line, right? They did all that stuff. Now they just cross the river. Hey, welcome to America, our you know, and then they're set up by the administration of our own country. I've seen it. I've seen this story unfold for a number of years. I've seen direct evidence. I used to take AA meetings to the jail when I went in Pottawatomie County. Well, I guess they weren't really. Well, I guess they were. I don't know. And share with those young female inmates my experience, strength, and hope, and that they don't have to live that way anymore. You know, whatever they did to get them there, that they don't have to do those things anymore. They can stop acting like that, and they can live their life different if they so choose. And I know this because I was like them. I didn't go to jail a lot. I went to jail one time, spent a night in jail for a DUI in Sacramento. I never spent any time or anything like that. I don't like my freedom being taken away. So, these young women educated me on the ways of the world and the whole system of the whole feds and what it's all for, so they can really get paid to really not do much of anything. And we're in the big tilt. Everybody's talking about it. All the astrologers are talking about the big shift, you know, the Pluto return, America's Pluto return. The only difference between Americans in 1776 and Americans in 2023 is that Americans in 1776, like, they didn't live as long and stuff like that. They had fortitude. They had drive, you know. Back in, you know, they're, like, they made stuff. And if history wasn't so malleable and wiped out by the powers that be, the control freaks that just want people to think, you know, that there's one course of history. That's so funny to me. So, uh-oh, my train of thought derailed. Although a lot of people that were born alive in the time of 1776, like, how many people were alive then, died reincarnated, and are alive right now with the same recognition and the same knowing that they had then. And then they say America, and there's something in people's DNA that just remembers. There's recall, and things are just familiar. You know, the way, that's how electronics work, and magnetics and all that woo-woo stuff that people says doesn't exist. Oh yeah, it's all real. It's all out there. They just haven't found the right people to articulate it yet. Put it into words. So, science kind of took a hand in hijacking history too. All of it, I just look at, they're just a bunch of paid actors, you know. People who say this is how it is. And I'm just here to say, hey, maybe we could consider this as a viable option, or this a viable option. And heck, what difference does it make about how things were? Shouldn't it matter more importantly about how things are going? And that things aren't headed in a very positive direction. Do people understand this? And whether people are scared or whatever, dude, that's on you. I'm just sick of freaking anybody that's trying to put a word out there that's sugarcoating shit and is trying to make things better for society. So they're not gonna their psychology, their psyche isn't gonna dissolve. I mean, it's already, people are losing their minds all over the place, and it doesn't matter. It's just the only thing that matters is are you going to be ready for what you face out there? Because there's a lot of people that don't care about, or they really don't care about human life. They don't care about people. There's more people on the planet than people that do, so it's doing weird stuff. And I see the level of fear rising all over the place. I just saw, there's another because of the Gaza Strip, another war was declared today. Because people just gotta blow people up, and they're right. So let's kill and use our freaking, and everybody's just, oh, my guns are bigger than your guns, and it's like, can you change a fucking tire? No, but what is everybody freaking all? The whole idea of nationalism and all this stuff, it's just like they make all these words up and they throw them out, and it's like, get the people to fight about the words, and then nothing will ever get fixed. Just put vocabulary and throw out words like fascism and socialism and all these isms and bullshit. I never cared about any of that shit. I cared about going outside, playing, and then if I can't play, why can't I play? Because some control freak is saying you can't play here. I'm not hurting anything. I'm not, No, I just said so. And then my whole life, I've been looking at who are the controllers and who are the freedom lovers. Control, freedom. I understand the need for discipline because, you got people, you got to have laws and rules and regulations and stuff like that because people don't police themselves. I mean, look at all these, car racers and motorcycle racers all over at their clubs, and they're going out and they're driving unsafe, and they don't got no regard for life. So I say, just give them a play. Let them have Sears Point. Let them have these races. You just let them have it. Do what they, Let them create their own places out of the private, go over there and do it. So if you kill yourself, you're not killing, families and stuff on the road too. Just give everybody the means to do what they want, and their egos will take themselves out, or they'll have an accident, and then they'll learn to value life a little bit more. Maybe that'll happen. I learned to value life a long time ago. I just am one of those that I'm in so much pain all the time that I just most of the time I just feel like I'm suffering. And then I hear people talk about, well, Jesus Christ will just remove your pain and heal you in an instant if you just, and I'm just like, dude, I've been asking for years. I guess Jesus hates gays. I guess it's all those other people that qualify. I'm never going to do things the way that I'm supposed to do them, so I guess I'm never going to get the benefits of what you get when you're a human freaking dog. People that just go around and do what I'm just doing what I'm told. Working hard or hardly working. Burr, burr. I can't believe what this world's come to. I'm okay for the pink cloud combustion. I'm okay with it. I'm accepted. I'm ready. Let the poles flip. Do it. Let's get on with it. Let's It's weird for me to have to go through the world and just go along with everybody else's stupid bullshit. And then they want me to go along with their stupid bullshit with a smile on my face. Like, I was going to go into town and go walk around for a little while. Yeah, I think I'm in enough spiritual fit condition today that I could do that. And then it's, oh, look, all the firemen are out panhandling. It's like, I thought that was illegal, but if you're a fireman, you can if you put it in a boot. It's all so confusing. The world is so confusing because it's always like, this is how it's done, except until these people want to do something different, and then it's this way, and then you're a criminal if you do it that way, and it's like, okay, which way is it? It's oh so confusing. I don't like being a human being. It's not fun. I don't know why so many people like it. I don't know why there's so many people going around this world just living that best life. I don't get it. But the crack society just getting wider and wider and wider. People just play too much, man. They have always played too much. And now it's like, they used to be that when I was in the 70s, 80s, I was always a hard worker. You play, or you work, and then you play. And then there's like, it evolved. Over the last couple decades, it evolved to, work less, play more. And then people are just going around rewarding themselves for like 30 minutes of work they're doing a week. Because it's oh so too much. And people are conditioning themselves to just be so, they're just be so easy to control. I'm not excited for the world. I'm excited for the potential of what the world can be after it freaking erupts and all this freaking more violence erupts and World War whatever. Let's just get on with it. Let's just go for mass destruction and then freaking build again. Cause, dude, this I don't know. It's not real comfortable for me, the idea of going on living on a planet the way it's headed. And then now that the strike, now bring back QTV, bring back fall lineup, distract the idiots, distract the dummies, for the 38th freaking episode of Big Brother or whatever. It's like people they lack mind space, imagination, fortitude, thought, that most people on the planet would watch how other people live than go out and find a life worth living themselves. Hey, Kev, man. And now it's like, I started my video 7 years ago, and I'm just, the whole time I'm like, you got to do things for other people, man. You can't just live a life for yourself. As I go around and seeing all these other YouTubes just like move from place to place, get more shit, you get your subscribers to buy shit that get. I got to figure out how I get to people to freaking pay for a house for me to live in for mom. Because I'm really ready to drop out of society. I am ready I'll do these talks every now and again, let people know what's going on. But I'm ready to have my own space and do my own inventing and create my own wood stuff, work in my wood shop and stuff like that, and make my inventions and then just put my inventions up and stuff like that. And just really not deal with people. I thought that's what I wanted to do, to be a part of the world, and I really don't. I don't have any desire. Like, all the things that come with just knowing other human beings, like the social arrangements based on bullshit. And I lived around so many. I have my own ethics. I have my own morals. I have my own standards, Other people, they don't have the same ones as me. And I get to a point, it's like, why bother? I live in it's like everybody out there, even people I thought that, were my friends, they just want to fucking screw me over and take money from me. That's all. They don't care about me as a human being, as a person. They're just like, oh, sometimes she gives away money. Be not. It's just all phony, false bullshit. And I just soon go through the world by myself. I'm okay with it. I've been alone a long time. I think I can deal with loneliness more than other people can. Yep. People are going to find out, man. Everybody, if you were a soul, if you were an aspect of source creator, just a little spark of creator, your connection to source, God, to go out and do the right thing and help other people, and you deny that, people don't think fucking bad shit happens when you fucking deny people of just kindness and goodness and consideration. You know, it's people think it's cool to freaking insult and snub and berate and belittle and insult and, you know, poke and, you know, make fun of the homeless people or make fun of the this and that, and people think that they can just do that and just live the greatest lives that, you know, of anyone ever. We're gonna see how how evil and dark human beings are. That's what this next chapter is. And we're already seeing it. Did you hear the story about that dad went out to Arizona to find his son? His son went to work after 15 minutes, and then they said, and then he quit his job, and then it was just gone. And he called the dad called the police, and for his dad was like a war. He was in active duty, Iraq, Afghanistan. I don't know. He probably did 2-3 tours. That's what they get you to do. And then the dad called the cops and said, my son's missing. My son, and he's like, your son's 25. He's a grown man. He's not missing. And it's like, people are so lazy they don't want to go look for people, but it's their job. And then they find reasons not to, and then weird shit happens. This dad ended up finding the bones of 7 or 8 other bodies out there while looking for his son. That's the thing, man. There's so much land across America. What do people think happened to people that get gone? A lot of times they make fucking twisted movies out of them called snuff films that a lot of people don't believe exist until you've seen the ones in with your own eyes, like I have in my life, and that's a freaking nasty, slippery slope. It's like, I navigate through life, I meet people, you know, hey, let's hang out, let's be friends, and then I find out we're into fucking weird, nasty shit that I don't want to fucking have anything to do with. And then, okay, I don't get to know you no more, you know? And then people don't want to be my friend because I'm not into fucking all that, you know, egoic, you know, 3D world shit that they're into, and I'm not going to co-sign it, so they don't want to bother with me either. And frankly, I'm really tired of people that are, you know, just out there to take advantage of other people. Because I'm not one of those, so it's really hard for me to recognize those people. Because I'm not one of those. Like, I think it's hilarious. People they don't understand. When you go around, and this is me too, when I'm making complaints about people and stuff, when people are going around, no, this person, that, you're pointing one finger at you and 3 back at yourself, right? So you gotta understand the things that you don't recognize. I gotta understand things I don't recognize in other people or things that I don't like about myself. It's as simple as that. And then I see all these people. That's why you're not going to hear me going around saying, oh, so-and-so's a narcissist. So-and-so's a narcissist. I didn't even, you know, I think that's just an asshole. It's synonymous for asshole to me. It's just in a higher level degree, you know. But when in terms of like, when I listen to how people talk, I'm like, oh my God, that's my brother. You know it? Like, I'm not putting any clinical term. I'm just saying that I hear people on social media, you know, and they talk about gaslighting when they pretend, you know, they want to create your reality, recreate. Mom used to do that when I was my brother still does it now. I'll talk about stuff that happened that never happened. Like, I'm like, you know, I've been glad people have been trying to freaking gaslight me because I was such a trauma baby that I just am agreeable. Okay, I believe you. All right, whatever. All right, whatever is going to keep people from yelling and keeping the peace and all that stuff, right? Now the world's getting so violent. Yet still there's the percentage of the population of the planet that's just going through acting like everything's A-okay. They're going to get ready for the holiday season. You know, it's not even Halloween, but they got their Christmas stuff out because you got to reel people back in because people are starting to get away from religion because they're calling bullshit and people are recognizing that you got a direct connection source, good orderly direction To God, you don't have to go to a church. You don't have to go to a synagogue. You don't have to go to a place and give those people 10-20% of your earnings or whatever, so they can talk about a bunch of shit and tell you how to live when they don't live that way themselves. So I for one, I'm excited for all the more of the crap to just freaking be seen for what it is. And a lot of religions, a lot of churches, they get like these mega churches and stuff like that. Why are there any homeless on the street when there are the means to accommodate these people? It just doesn't serve the beast, the system of the beast. So we're finding out who really really are the people of God. Who are the people of good orderly direction? Who wants to do the right thing? Who wants to help people? Most people don't even want to get involved. Shoot. Just keep your mouth closed. Mind your own business. Mom was like that. Freaking drove me crazy. I'm like, call the cops, man. Make them go to jail. Make them pay. I'm not a vigilante. I don't go out like solving all the crimes that the police can't, because that's not my role. Although, if I am in an environment and something's going down, I assure you I'm going to do something to de-escalate the situation myself, while other people can call the fucking police. And the Barney Fifes can drag their sloppily freaking clad uniforms in their freaking $80,000 cars to drive 4 miles and take 10 minutes. It's, they ain't never really done much for me, the police. Everybody, my whole life, people have wanted me to glorify. Oh, Marge, isn't it great? No, it's not. Aren't they wonderful? No, they're not. Marge, isn't it nice? No, it's not. Marge, just go along to get along. I'm not going to do it. I'm not. Any situation, I failed history because I questioned it all the time. I had to retake history in high school because I would question things. So why would I care what happens to a society that doesn't care about what happens to itself? It's emotional. What's that? Emotional. It's the fallacy. Encompassing to emotion. What is it? Appealing to emotion. It's what people do. They want to make you feel guilty. Oh, wear a stupid fucking mask so my grandma doesn't get sick. You don't fucking give a shit about your grandma. Don't tell me to wear a mask for your grandma. You're just trying to make me feel bad about something and using that. When's the last time you saw your grandma? Oh, it's been 2 years? Oh, but you care about all that stuff. So at least if the freaking everything blows up, not literally, figuratively, whatever, literally, whatever gets people to getting, whatever gets people to getting on. To realize you can't live a life in selfish ways. You can't. There's consequences, or you can. There's just a lot of consequences of that. Selfishness, man. It is the root of so many evils. Greed. Makes the world not even fun to live on. It's not even fun. Like, TV shows aren't even fun anymore. I was watching a show I used to like with Mom this morning called Mom. And I'm like, why did I think that this show was really funny? What was it about you know what it is about comedies and TV shows? It's the laugh reel. It's like the cadence of the laugh reel. Because I always had trouble with for a long time listening to TV shows with what they talked about and what was funny. A lot of this stuff is not really funny, especially if you go back and listen to the shows like Mom and 2.5 Men and like this. But they're conditioning to desensitize human beings so that they don't care so much about other humans. And they create all this division with like making people give a shit about race. you know, or religion, or yeah, was ethnicity the same as race? I don't know. They just want to throw words out there like a stake between in a tiger pen and get people, see if they can get people to fight over it. You know, I think people should just listen to what their heart, to what's true. Just listen to your heart and believe what's true. So I shut off most of them. I'm one of those that I check in every now and again to see what it's doing, to see what's going on in the world. And there's just more, the world ain't for me. This world is not for me, man. Nothing about this world is for me. Yet there's 7 billion people on the planet? I never thought that was true either. I just never believed anything that they said was true. I've questioned it my whole life. I wish other people would. Keep waiting for that to happen. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna go into town now. My window is like 10 in the morning until noon. It's when I like to go and walk around before the freaking people start coming out. I hate tourist towns. I seems like everywhere I've gone, I happen to live in a tourist town. I even did the survey to say, please do not encourage people from all over the place to come here to visit. Please. Please don't. Please don't. Fix the roads first, maybe put in some sidewalks, maybe get some of the junkies out of the freaking bushes and stuff like that. And then revisit that. But until you get the shit off your porch, don't invite people to your house. And there is too much shit in Taos County. Yeah. But it's just like all the other places. It's run by corruption and this group and this club and then, you know, and then the cartels and then oh my God, you know. I wonder what the world would be if people just weren't so self-serving. Like really in a large way, like if me included, if everybody just stepped into the, like, I just really want to be the best version of myself. I want to bring the most potential to this planet that I possibly can. I want to plant freaking vegetables on the side of the road and fruit trees and you know, hey, you need a place to stay. It's cold. We got extra room. Pull up a slab, you know, put a little extra log on. You'll be warm tonight. Storm passes, we'll deal with tomorrow. Where that people have places to go and just be. So I'm going to keep talking about the world how I want to see it. All the while, the people that have created the fall of the civilization, they can just sit back and enjoy it. I'm curious how it's going to play out just like everybody else, because honestly, I don't have a whole lot of faith in mankind. I don't. I mean, when people are getting glimpses, like here and there, like little bleeps, oh, like, you know, that reaffirmations that human beings are decent, when they're so very few and far between, when there's so many people that are supposed to be on the planet, it's going to be a dark winter, dude. It's going to be a long, hard, dark winter. I'm going to try and do like I do every day. Let's just get through this day, right, Mom? Let's just get through this day, right? And enjoy each other's company. Not eat too much. Get some exercise. Move your body, move your joints. I'll keep doing these because it's part of my service work. Among other reasons. That's about all I got for now. Hope you have a rad day.